Today we got a 2016 Scion IM, and we're going to remove the front and the rear door panels. It's a pretty easy process, just have to pull a couple things out. First we're going to take off the little speaker cover here and unplug it. We're going to take off this trim right here where there's two screws behind here. We're going to pop off the switch and unplug it. And then we're going to open up the little access door here and take off a little Phillips screw that's there too. And then basically just pull the panel and come off. And then once we get that off, we're going to unlatch the cables that are right here. One of them you just pop off. I believe both of them you just pop off. So let me go ahead and bring you in and we'll get started. So first off, we want to take this little cover off right here, the speaker cover. You can do it one or two ways. You can either use a plastic tool or just use a real thin screwdriver. Just be careful. Just get behind it. Kind of pull on it a little bit. Just get behind it. And then you just pull it and just pops right off. It's got one little clip there. And then you'll take your little screwdriver and then you'll push it on this little tab right here. And when you push it in, kind of pull the speaker towards you, the cover, and it'll unplug it. Set that aside. Next, what we want to do is we want to open up this little cover. There's a little notch out right up in there, a little tiny one. Now take your little screwdriver, just kind of push it in, peel it back a little bit, and open up that little door there. Right in here so you can see a little bit better. What we'll do is we'll take our little Phillips. If you got a drill or a screwdriver, go and take that off. Phillips head. These next two steps we want to be a little bit careful with the plastic here. So normally what I like to do is kind of get right underneath this plastic here, kind of wedge my screwdriver there or a plastic tool, whatever you have, and then just kind of push it down so that it creates a little space there. Then you could either just grab it with your hand and then just pull it, pops right out. And next we have a screw here, and then we have a screw buried right inside of here. So we're going to need something with like a long bit. So these are both Phillips head screws. There's one of them there, a little bit thicker. And then you might need a magnet for that second one. Yeah, you might need a magnet on that second one because sometimes it gets stuck in the door. Just kind of push the door and maybe it'll come flying out. And then the next step, we want to take off this switch here. So you could either take a little screwdriver and just make sure you be real careful not to get on the plastic and just kind of push it up. Basically just wedging this and getting it up. And it pops right out. Now, on the passenger side, there's two harnesses you have to unplug. I like doing the driver's one because the driver's one is usually the harder one to take off. This one has one of these weird style clips. I mean, if you have real thin fingers, you can actually push down and then pull it out. I like to take like a screwdriver, get you in the picture here, kind of push down on it, and it breaks that like seal, and then just pull it out. And then putting it back in, you want to make sure that this is not closed like that, that it's opened. That it's opened up before you stick it back in to the switch, and then you snap it in. And once you push it in, then you'll snap it back into place. So we basically got all the screws that we need out of there. Now what we do is just grab like the bottom lower corner and then lightly pull towards you. Trying to get your hands like where the clips are at. Just pull towards you. And then we're just going to pick it up and lift it off of the metal frame. Now there's two actually cables that are back here that you have to pull away from you just to unsnap them from the actual latch. I'll bring you around and show you. Okay, so the first one would be the green cable. You just pull away from you and then it unplugs. It's got like a ball socket. And then the top one would be the white cable. Same thing, just pull away from you and it comes out of the socket. Once you got the panel off, you can access the mirror over here if you need to take that off or replace the speakers, or if you have to work on anything with the window. If some of the clips do pop off of the door panel like this one did here, just take them off and put them back on the panel. So that does it for the front door panel. Now the rear door panel. Now this one here has a little cover right here that has to come off with 2 screws. Then it has a little access door cover right by the handle as well, like the front one. I'm going to pop that open and then take the little screw out of there. We don't want to take it all the way off. And then the door switch, same thing. We just kind of get our screwdriver under here, pop it up, and then unplug it, and then basically pull the panel off. So let's get started with that. Let's get that little screwdriver in there. Pop open the little access door. See that screw right there. Take that out. And then we got this little access door. We just take our screwdriver on the top of it and then gently just try to pull it towards us a little bit. Comes right out. And then in the bottom of it, there's these 2 little things. So it goes down and then it snaps into place. And then there's these 2 Phillips screws. Take those out. And then the window switch, we want to just get a screwdriver or some plastic tool and just kind of push down. Enough to just get right underneath the plastic there. And then you can take another tool and just kind of lift it up. And then it has a push tab. Get the camera here. It's got a push tab right here. Push down, and then it snaps. Lastly, we just want to take go to get the lower corner of the panel, pull towards you, and then lift it up. And same thing with like the cables in the front. All we're going to do is pull away from us, take them out of the little ball sockets that are there. So you'll pull away and then lift up out of the little ball socket. That's right here and here. It's kind of hard to see. You can see the little ball socket, little areas right here where they come off. And that's pretty much it. And then this gives you access to the speaker in the window if you need to get to it, or anything else inside the door. And then it's reverse order for both doors. That pretty much does it. How to take off the front and rear door panels on a 2016 Scion IM. Thanks for watching.